Good morning, everyone. I'm Miss Nissler, the 8th grade science teacher, and today is all about candy canes. So we're going to show you some fun experiments and things to do with candy canes that you can do at your own house. First things first with science, we should probably start with our safety rules. So some things we should do is put our hair back. We should probably get a lab coat and goggles if we have any, and make sure any food that doesn't have to do with your lab is not in the area. So sorry, Santa, we'll have to save those for later. All right, so I don't have goggles, but I do have some pretty big glasses. I have my hair up, and I have my festive lab coat, which is the apron that I use so that I don't get anything underneath dirty. So let's start our experiment. Hello everyone, our next experiment is going to be making these little holiday candy cane ornaments. You can use them as an ornament or you can enjoy them by eating them. So what you are going to need is a candy cane, of course. You're going to need to be using the oven, so make sure an adult is with you. And then you're going to be needing a cookie sheet, oven mitts, and wax paper. I used aluminum foil because I do not have any wax paper, but I suggest not using it because it does get very hot. Don't worry, I figured that out for you. Let's get started. First, you are going to heat your oven to 250. Okay, our oven is preheated, so now we are going to stick our candy cane in there for 3 to 4 minutes. I always start with 3 minutes because that is the least amount and I don't want it to get too melty. And my clock goes backwards, so this takes a little while. So you can always use the timer on your phone. So now that our lovely little heart bow candy cane is cooled, we'll explain the science real quick. So when the candy cane, which is made out of all sugar, gets hot, the bonds between the molecules are going to loosen up, and therefore it's going to be more bendable, and you can shape it how you want because those bonds aren't as tight. Now, instead of using candy canes we already have, we're gonna make our own candy canes, our own really cool crystal candy canes that you can even hang on a tree as an ornament. So what you're going to need for this is some borax here, so laundry booster. I have super washing soda, which is a lot like borax. Gloves, a red and white pipe cleaner, string, a pencil, and a jar. And for this experiment, you are going to want to take your red and white pipe cleaners and fold them in half. And then you're going to twist them because this is going to be your candy cane. All right, so I have it twisted, and there's my candy cane. Take your string. I just have some embroidery floss, and I'm just going to cut it. And we're going to tie our candy cane to our pencil. So I'm just gonna put it around the loop, like that. And I'm just going to make a single knot around the pencil. Depending on how big your jar is, we'll let you know how much you want your candy cane to hang down. So I have a pretty tall jar, so it's okay if I have a lot of space in my string, because what we're going to do, oh, too much space. There we go. Is fill up our jar with water, and our candy cane is going to crystallize in our jar. Perfect. Okay, so I have my hot water from my stove, and now we are going to start putting in our borax. And you should have 3 tablespoons, so on your spoon where it says TBSP, 3 tablespoons for each cup of water. And I have several cups in here, so I'm going to start with about 9 scoops of borax. So a lot of my borax sank to the bottom, so I'm going to kind of mix it up a little bit. Remember to wash your spoon very well when you are done with this. Also, again, don't forget about water displacement. So when you're putting a lot of your borax in, the water level is going to rise. So don't forget about that. And now time to put our candy cane in. And voila. You have to let this sit overnight, and I'll show you the end product with our crystallized candy cane soon. For this experiment, you will want a cup of hot water and a cup of cold water. You can do this just by using hot water from the sink and cold water from your sink as well. And you'll need 2 candy canes. If you want, you can use more candy canes to repeat this over again with different temperatures. And if you would like, you can also use a thermometer to check the temperatures of your water. All right, so here I have my hot water and here I have my cold water. What we're going to do is put a candy cane in each and see which is going to dissolve fastest. So what do you think, knowing about molecules in a hotter or colder state, which one do you think will dissolve the candy cane first? So one of my candy canes is actually broken and I'm going to put it in the cold water. Don't forget to not fill your glass up all the way because of water displacement, and the water will rise because you are adding some more matter into the glass. So there we have our cold water, and our candy cane is going to go into our hot water. And we're going to take a look at these and watch and see which one will melt fastest. Right now I can already see some fizzing on the candy cane in the hot water. Pretty neat. All right, it's been about a couple minutes so far. Let's look. Oh my gosh, look at our candy cane in the hot water. Funky. All right, let's check on our cold water candy cane. Oh, kind of looks the same, but some of our red dye has come off. Oh, all right, I think it's melted. And here, oh, we're just starting to get this cold water candy cane a little different. So looks like in this instance our hot water candy cane melted faster, and so that's because all of our particles in here, when we have something hot, they're going to move and react faster than something in cold, so it's going to disintegrate or melt the candy cane faster than the cold water. Something really fun you could do is try these with different temperatures and record the times, and you can even make your own graph or chart